Welcome back, regular viewer, loyal subscriber, to Crusader Kings 3, and we are currently struggling a little with 1 gold coin to our name, 3 prestige, but at least we're still a little pious. We took a battering at the end of the last episode, because I took an ill-advised war to try and conquer this county and failed. I had my arse handed to me, which is par for the course, really. But I realised I got off on a bad foot, kind of starting off in media res without really describing what I was trying to do. And I think it's all about taking your time. But in order to increase our financial and prestigious bankroll, we're going to go raiding, even with a small number of troops. I think I might just be able to pop over the border here, raid for a month, and then come back with some gold. We'll try and do it in a little bit, because we've got to improve our military. So let's improve our reinforcement rate. Organised levies. This world is full of dangers, even to a high chiefess in a court. Oh, they found a different potential physician. Let's have a look. Learning 16, that's very good. An elusive shadow. She's honest, greedy, and content. She would make for a perfect physician. Let's have a look at our current physician. 37-year-old Kea is 13. He's honest, generous, and a glutton, but a mastermind philosopher. And has been standing in as our physician. Let's see if we can afford to bring KD on 50 gold. You know what? I think we'll hold off. Okay. Let's keep time ticking away. We want to keep an eye on the number of soldiers that we have. In fact, I'm going to increase the speed on this, because they will gradually recover. Oh, my son. We shall call you Ishak. Good house name. Suleiman. Finally enough material to make the case I'm the rightful owner of the chiefdom of Sokoto. Yeah, but I don't have enough gold to make it happen. So I cannot right now. So instead, what are we going to get you to do? Do we want just religious relations? That's increasing piety, increasing relationships with Bori, and we can have increased vassal opinion. No, we need to be keeping you fabricating claims. It will be relevant at some point. Oh, I can get a claim on Takeda and gain 100 piety by not allowing him to oppress the faithful. Or I can gain stress, lose his goodwill, or I can send an envoy, which is much more my scene as a diplomat. 90% chance of popular opinion. And do I want his opinion? Or do I want a claim and some piety? Claim and some piety, please, but he's not going to like that. Right. They're being raided. Okay. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, we've got 800 men, and our knights and our men-at-arms regiments are fully recharged. So we're going to click here and raise local raiders. Wait until they're fully charged, and then we just pop over the border. Now if we have a look at this particular town, you can see this loot availability here is 15. They've only got 300 levies, so we've got 1,000 men that's looting. It shouldn't take too long. And hopefully we won't get squashed by an army. Right, we're done. And we can come back to town. Now these little flame symbols mean that they've been raided. So we look around to see if there's any other places that's worth having a go at. If we raid over here, for example, that is a long way to trek to get just 3 loot. So what I'm going to do is just bring my soldiers back and then we'll disband them. Make it a short raid. You're not the woman I thought you were. Oh, well, okay. You've been talking to our Chancellor. You lose 30 opinion of me. Well, sucks to be you. Ugh. Right, 15 gold and 15... And now we can just disband. There we go. So we've got a bit more gold, which is useful. We can search for a position. Why not? Keep it going. There's no cost. I'm not going to raid my husband's lands. This is a big old trek through the desert. And there are 2 settlements up here that I could raid. It's got 15 gold in there. 3 gold in there, so that's 18 gold. And this chap's military might is not as strong as ours is. So let's go raid him. Raise local raiders. Or counter raid, since he came down and started it. We're going to go up here. Court physician. She's very good, but she costly 50 gold to get her. He's the new guy. There's only 10 learning. But interestingly, he is a siege engineer. Oh well, we'll get one of them anyway. She's wrathful, chaste and brave. How much to get you? She will not accept. She's already... Oh, right, okay. What happened there? She's my court physician now. I did spend the money, okay. Why are you in prison? Imprisoned by... Kebby. Were you anyone important? A bold blackguard. He doesn't have great skills. But he has high prowess. Let's see if we can ransom him. No. I do not have to. I can give this chap a favour. But he wouldn't accept. Alright, well, we'll have to leave that for a little. You're raiding as well, well done. So just raid here. Hopefully we'll get 15 gold for this without incurring an army. Right, raided there. Let's come and raid here. It's only 3 gold, but it's 3 gold. It's difficult. Going to take 100 casualties. Takes pensive. Okay. Pensive thoughtfulness. It's not a bad trait for a child. Okay, I get a new perk. Bong. Right, true ruler, I offer vassalization acceptance plus 25. That's pretty good. With my high diplomacy skill, I might be able to bring people over into the fold. Now, do I stay in this tree to get our ability to commission an epic? I think I might wait to finish this one off because I really need to improve just everything. There are so many skills in here that offer different ways of playing that it's overwhelming at first to begin to understand what is going to be a positive way of doing things. Golden obligation is good when we have a larger family because then it's a steady source of income. Gaining bonus taxes for the collect taxes is only good if we're doing that particular activity with our Chancellor. We can improve tax. I mean, this is early game, and for tribes, this is really a fantastic tree. Getting this living off the land for extra raid speed and supply capacity in the desert is going to be immense. And gaining all of these bonuses to damage and army speed. So I think we're going to spend a bit of time in the martial lifestyle. We could just gain a straight +3 martial. We can additionally gain dread and control, or improve our own prowess, but we are not a fighter. So I think I'm just going to go for strategy focus. And we'll stay here for 3 perks or so and then see where we are. The weakness has released its hold on him. Yeah, may you grow strong. How old are you now? You're 3 years old. Congratulations. Right, that's that raid over. Let's come back to town. So, the army of Rozzy lost there, but it weakened Kebi's. Good, got another child on the way. Hopefully this one will be a daughter, because we are a matriarchy, so we're looking for a female. Okay, we've got 18. Accused of claim fabrication. That's 100 piety off. Poor learning skill. Yeah, you're not... Well, it's not too bad. I would consider 8 to be the average across here, and she's pretty good. So that's fine. It's just every now and then those things happen. Right, do I think I can pop around the corner and get to here? There's 15 loot there. No loot there. The true enemy of every soldier is complacency. My Magadja Bintu says and blushes. We are standing side by side up on the castle's wall, looking down on the soldiers conducting drills below. We could exchange the castle's gate for planks of wood, and dull the arrows in the troops' quivers, she continues. Lead the soldiers in a mock charge against the castle and see how well they do in action. Good idea. I might gain a martial lifestyle perk. That's massive. Or we get improved defences, which is fort level +2, garrison size +20. No, let's see if we can get a martial perk. Tightly shut gates and walls that loom high into the sky. Archers can be seen as shadows moving behind the battlements. A feeling of genuine excitement permeates the air. In the lull before battle, I turn and address the soldiers. My order rings out loud and clear across the field. Charge the main gate. I get 50 martial lifestyle experience, but I only have a coin toss to do very well or we do badly. Or bring ladders, a safer, more tactical approach. Taking the final step up onto the walls surrounding the castle, I survey the scene. Many soldiers may have been lost. To the archers on the walls, we will not be deterred. One after another we overwhelm the defenders and stand victorious over the fallen. I take a deep breath and then it is time to press on again. Again, 50-50 chance of progressing. a 90% chance to progress well, or an act of tyranny. Well, let's take the archers. The attack progresses well. This is the safe route. The stairwell echoes as another dulled weapon bounces off the middle pillar. For the second time in a matter of minutes, I curse the tight spiral that blocks us from swinging our weapons at the defenders. You know, I'm doing this without heavily pregnant, good lord. The heaving breath of soldiers around me is deafening, and with every repelled attack they grow more resigned and frustrated. I have to take charge of the situation. This is our last chance. Don't let up. We will overwhelm them, so 62% chance we progress. Safer, more tactical approach. Or behind me I gain stress. The attack progresses very well, but I might become wounded. Why would I do that? The castle is ours. Among the celebrating soldiers I find Bintu. Bintu is my champion, an evil lackey, who congratulates me on a charge well led. Look at them, my lady, the change of pace did them good. Even you seem reinvigorated, even though your castle was just lost to the attackers. I gain 1 perk, and I get +1 fort level, plus 10% garrison size. That is fantastic. Okay, so I can either halve the cost of going to war, increase our natural dread, or make myself a better knight. Well, I'm not a warrior, so that probably goes here. And I'm really aiming for living off the land and hit and run. And maybe just fill out a bit of this. We won't be able to come down for sappers. I don't think that's useful right now. That's good. Right. Are you worth having? You're not a warrior, you're not a leader. You're just a bad human being. I'll let you go when your guesthood has run its course. Right. My soldiers are raised. I'm going to disband them to keep my costs to a minimum. Right, we were considering going over here to conduct some raids. 15, 0, 13. There's some places around here. So let's shift our rally point over here. And then we'll raise local raiders. I mean, all we're doing here is banking coin and prestige, which is not a bad thing. I should really have checked the military capability over here. It's in theory inferior to ours, but we know how that can go. I don't like this. Attrition. So, have we got any optional commanders? Ooh, we've got a raider. He's going to be fantastic for this. Look at this. Hostile county attrition down and raid speed up. You are my raiding commander. Right. Now we've got some issues here. We can search for a physician. I'm just going to cancel that. We've got a physician now. Hold a mystical communion. Might be risky while I'm pregnant, but we'll go for it. We'll gain divine guidance. Gives me +1 martial, +1 learning, reduce stress gain and increase stress loss, 300 learning life cycle, but side effects. Okay, no side effects there, that's good. Now we can go on a pilgrimage. Now we don't have enough money, we can call a hunt or host a feast. These all cost money to do, so I will be getting into this when our gold coffers have improved somewhat. Right, that raid progress should go... Ooh. For every birth it gets a little easier, yet I never cease to be amazed by the intensity of the experience and my own strength. Once more I have brought forth new life to this earth in the shape of 2 perfect little children. Twins! One of you will grow up to carry on my legacy, the other one will remain in her shadow. I hope you will love each other, come what may. So, we have a son and a daughter. Fantastic. So, Fatim and Brahma. Fatumata and Ali Colon. Oh, fantastic. Yes, 75 prestige. Fantastic. Now, I have a problem here. These guys are moving in. And they will be here shortly, and they will kick my sorry bottom. So I need to get going. And hopefully... Oh no, they're going to do me in... Oh no! Yarima died. How did he die? Natural causes. Age 3. Oh, sad. Okay, we have a problem here. We are going to get righteously destroyed again. Battle in 9 days. We're going to lose decisively because they have a better commander and more soldiers. Well, I am a great commander. Would that make a difference if I was commander here? More commander traits. Still lose decisively. I don't want to be leading this. Better army commander, more soldiers. There's not much I can do here. I overstayed my welcome. Alright. Oh, I've got another sickly child. That's not a good thing. We've been defeated again. Our raiding army is beaten back. Right, studying the tactics of ancient generals, I was amused to learn about Julius Caesar's exploits during his conquest of Gaul. Good lord! How far has that news travelled? Right, I can either gain military engineer, unyielding defender, reducing friendly fatal casualties, that's quite a good one, gain reckless, or look elsewhere. I like unyielding defender, but that's only if I'm leading the army, which I'm not keen on. Right, yeah, I've lost a treasure. Did I take a prisoner? I did. And I can get 10 gold. Ransom them back. Well, it's something. Fine. So at least I captured someone. So there's a point to raiding, even... can I just disband? No, not while they're retreating. Okay, I can disband. Right. I have to wait for the levies to be re-raised again. Right. I'm not looking for that, and I don't care about that. Okay. Well, I do care about loss of control, but well, we're gaining levy reinforcement rate. And this is annoying. Increased development. How's our development looking? 7. 7? 1. Okay, no development there, but at least we're improving our development elsewhere. They're development 8, so we can meet their development level. Hopefully before too long. And we are still fabricating on Sokoto. Bit of a slow start, sorry about that. Ooh, who's losing here? You are losing here from Zama. You are winning here. My commander? Oh, that's because I'm looking at this war. This is Kebi's army. So, first army of Kebi has 630 people. So if I were to try and grab a claim right now, the military strength is vastly inferior and they don't have any alliances. But we have just had our bottom kicked, so we can only raise 600 anyway. So I understand you are interested in deepening your grasp on warfare. Missy Ize folds his arms as he approaches me. I might be able to help you see the battlefield in new ways. He's well known for his mastery of the chevauché. Cavalry? A chevache, isn't that French for horse? A cheval? If there was one who could help me understand, it would be him. I want to learn. He will attempt to teach you his Reaver skill. Raid speed, hostile county attrition. Yeah, I'll see if you can teach me. Right, costing me 93, I can get an unpressed claim on the chiefdom of Sokoto. Honestly, I don't know why I need to, because I'm a tribe. That means I should be able to take individual counties later. Just hold fire there. I have a son. I seem to be having a lot of sons, but they're all sickly. Oh, I have sickly children, that's not good. But an all too common problem, and of course these times. You have no gold. How's your military looking? Well, it's increased in size. Still considered vastly inferior, but you've got 1,000 folks. Right, I've got enough prestige to be able to increase size, so let's just increase the size of our light footmen. There we go. And they can reinforce a little bit as well. He showed me the ins and outs of the chevauché. My final test is a mock battle against him. 58% victory. Or I gain stress. Perhaps there are a few more things for you to learn. Missy as he reaches down a hand to help me up from the mud. My troops put in a less than stellar showing. I must confess that he might be right. Show me again. Right, where else can I attack? Yori. You have an alliance to Biyun. And you can raise about 1,000 men. Just deciding where to attack next is really the key principle here. We're in a war, and you've raised your troops. They've got 500 men, 200 men at arms and 4 knights. Right, I think I might take you on. So let's see if I can declare war. We can gain our claims. That will cost me 63 prestige. Or conquer a county, that's only going to cost me 38. 749, that is this army here. I think that's going to stand a good chance. I hope I'm right in this. Right. Raise everyone. Whoops. Right, who's commander at the moment? Me, I'm commanding. Good lord, that's a bit scary. Do I want to reduce hostile county attrition? Not yet. Let's see if we can catch these people before they make it into the mountains. Let's up the speed a little. The movement of armies gets some getting used to. I've been wounded. Oh, but I've been treated for a wound. Well done, physician. Because a piece is in one area and then it takes time to move to the next. It's like chess having a delay on the movement. Okay, so I won that. I'm at plus 16%. We're losing money now because the armies are raised, but it's not by much, so we should be able to sustain this for a little. Right, let's see if we can gain that victory. 60% chance. Yay, got Reaver. Impressive, he shouts. The enemy levies stand in awe at the efficiency of my other troops. Right, so I've gained Reaver. So this means I'm gaining commander traits. Oh, I might be able to defeat another army of his, which would be more war score. So the way that battles work in CK3... sorry, interrupted by everything going on there. You have... this is the war. Oh no, this is the battle. Get rid of that. Right, this is the war. So the war started a certain number of months ago. We have to hold an objective. In this case, the objective is this settlement here. We've got plus 16% for winning battles against his armies. You gain war score for occupying holdings, which are these, and war score for gaining prisoners, which you capture from capturing these. So these are your control points, really. You want to be gaining as many of these as possible while defeating armies in the field if you have to. There are 3 possible outcomes to a war. You lose, or you win, or there's a stalemate and you both agree to walk away from the war. So we're going to gain more war score by defeating this army here. There we go. I've gained war score for capturing an enemy, and we can unlock a new perk. So I'm going to gain movement speed, I think, which is fantastically useful when it comes to catching armies, otherwise you end up chasing them around. Now this siege could take a while. You can see there's a maximum of 6 months left. Every 20 days it goes through a tick, and during a tick you could lose food, we could lose garrison, or if we had siege weapons we could knock a hole in the wall and try and take it by force. In the meantime, let's see who we've captured. Analytic Paragon. He's not very good, and he's injured, so it's caught him in battle. He's decent. He's got a decent commands trait, Forder. He's humble, paranoid and patient, which is fine. We could try and bring him over to our side, but he will be resentful. Right, so might just... we'll keep them for the moment. But you can convert their religion, you can also flip them to your side and recruit them into your courts. There are a number of things that you can do. So I'm just speeding up time here. Oh, I've gained ill. Right, physician, do no more that's necessary. Hopefully it'll just pass. I'm feeling a little brighter, well done. So we've got rampant disease, they are still fully stocked. We've got about a month left. Right, so I've captured a very high-pitched metallic whine you heard was me achieving 100% on the war score, which means I can now enforce my demands. I gain fame, prestige, and I take the territory. Ooh, never a dull moment, it gets rowdy. Right, what I'm going to do is just now have a look at my prison. So I've captured Abakar and Ku, and Kinber is an honourable but atheist. He is wrathful, honest and cynical. He's not a great warrior. He's got learning. He's a physician. So what I'm going to do is try and ransom him for a favour because he has no money. So instead, let's negotiate a release. We can demand his conversion and maybe recruit him. Right, you've got good martial skill, but you're not a... so you are of the right religion, that's good. Do we want to recruit you? Why not? You have nothing going for you. So if we negotiate for a release, we'll just get you to convert and off you go. Okay. Now I should be able to disband my armies. Whoa. No, he's been pushed back. So we might want to, but we've got a truce with him at the moment, so... and he's being attacked from the other side. So Canaan is likely to take him over. We'll keep an eye on that. Right, what's the state of play down here? Our husband's buffer state here, so that could be useful. We really want this territory though. And this might not be a bad time to do it. So, we've got a decent set of troops. We've got reasonable prestige, probably enough to get more archers. 150 prestige, that is worth it. I think it's just dipping us down, but hopefully we can take the... so let's do this. Let's get you there. Right, let's see what options we've got. If we attack you... we're still only taking a single county, but we can change the objective to to one of these. So if it takes a koto, it's a nicer shape, and that's not a bad thing because it might make it easy to defend. However, we had our eye on this because it allowed us to form a duchy, which would give us the ability to make a higher rank title for us to own, and then we can have vassals. So let's do that. Raise all here, and that's their army is running away at the moment, so let's move over here. While we're here, let's see if we can call in allies. I'll call in my husband. There we go. And he will accept. It's going to cost me 150 prestige. No, I'll do it myself. Who can marry? Shawata. My half-sister can marry. Let's get you an excellent spouse, if we can. It's matrilineal. Vengeful, just and ambitious. How old are you? 27. Let's close that for the moment. Stop messaging me. Right. Got all these things going on at the same time. Picking an area is hard. Absolutely, absolutely is. Right, so let's see. Oh, that looks good. Pick up a claim maybe. 40-year-old, diligent, impatient and compassionate. Great stewardship skill. Why don't you choose him? You both gain prestige. That sounds good to me. Off you go. Right, I need to increase control. Let's have a look at my control schemes. I still want it in Go Beer for the moment. I am one again. Okay, that's the marriage sorted. Oh, hello. Been called to war. Join me in the Burgundian conquest of the chiefdom of Massa. Joining as an attacker. I'll lose some opinion from my brother-in-law. He quite likes me anyway, so I'm actually going to decline this. Because I'm busy in another war, and I really need this territory, so... Good. She lost sickly. My spies have informed me about a hunter causing a ruckus in a local tavern. A woman has been spending large amounts of gold and bragging loudly about the great deal she struck with a fancy lady in pearls and silk. Apparently she drew a map of the local drylands for an unknown noblewoman. The spies think the lady must be scheming against me. So I could gain more vigilant, which is +1 intrigue and scheme resistance. Or I imprison her, gain stress, and everyone will think me a tyrant. Well, just gain more vigilance. Yeah, you got your bottom kicked, didn't you? Right, so I have now captured that. Now in order to tick up war score, I'm either going to need to try and defeat this army, or we can go to their capital, which I think is here in Kebi, and siege this down. So we'll do that. Three months left. He has really ticked somebody off because he is on the defensive, man. One day. Okay. metallic screeching noise. That means I have won my war. Enforced demands. There we go. So be it. Right. So, with that we have increased our territory. However, we're now over our domain limit. The domain limit is the number of titles you can hold yourself without causing any problems. Because this is a recently acquired holding, until 877, I've got a short period of time, in this case a year, to grant that title to somebody else. But if I do, they become the same rank as me, so upon succession I would lose that claim. So what I want to be doing is creating a higher level title, in this case Duchess if you like, or the regional equivalent, and have people, vassals, reporting into me. Then I can hand the greater title on and still retain title to other things. So we can create the Duchy of Gobir. For this I'm going to need money, 125, and that gives me command of these 2 counties here, and 300 prestige, which is kind of what we're looking for. So I'm going to try and hold on to the situation for a year until I can't do anything else, and try and make enough money to be able to... There we go. To be able to create that duchy. And I think there, for the moment, until we prisons have gone, until next time, I think I'm going to leave it there, and we'll speak soon as we continue our attempted conquest. We're growing. You know, the land area, even if much of it is sand, is now larger than our husbands, and we still have our eyes on Kebi, but we're under a truce, so perhaps we will turn our eyes west to Dendi. They have an alliance with Korkor over here, and they can raise about 1,000 men, and I think we can beat them. Or south to Yori, but they have an alliance with Bune, and they can raise about 1,000 men as well. I'm looking at the total number of levies here as kind of a quick indication of how potent they are, because I frequently get that wrong, and it's good to know what you're facing. Right, let's look at our military. We've got 1734 levy, 7 champions up and running. I should really go through here and make sure that I'm happy with everybody taking part. I think I am. And we've got 276 archers and 200 Lightfoot. It's not the best. Ooh, we've got a new ruler up here who I can war against. Who has virtually nothing in the way of troops. I think that will be a quick one we can pick off there, just to grab this this territory up here with its fantastic mountain defensive location. We can build some defences up there to make it resistant from attack from the east, which would be handy, and should help us prevent getting a we can then get a border with Canaan. Maybe making an alliance with Canaan wouldn't be a bad idea, and then mutually destroying some of these other lands, and then we can focus to the west, because this is a mess over here. Look at this. Right, well, our lands continue to grow. We'll see you again next time. Take care. Bye.